Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Keep me company while I listen to a book and juice my lemons because seedless lemons are out of season and I have first world problems. So I decided to just juice all these lemons all at once because dealing with the seeds in the morning is annoying and it ruins the flow of my day. So getting it all done as one task, it is just better for me. You know what I mean? I know that people who meal prep probably feel the same way, or people who like choose their outfits ahead of time. I don't do all that, but I know that this is one pet peeve that can really just, for no apparent reason, just really ruin the flow of my day. Like, God forbid I get a seed in my drink, then I can't drink. Like, it's this whole thing, and I'm not being dramatic. It's just my spicy brain, and we love it. So we treat it with love, care, and respect, and it smells delicious. In other news, and not to brag, guess who met her reading goal for the year? For context, we are seeking inspiration, currently dealing with a couple of competing creative ideas. Going back to the shelf is always just helpful for inspiration and support, I guess. I don't remember how far back my skulls go. Turns out they go all the way back to my very first bullet journal. This doesn't get really complicated. Mira! Cats. Kids just got home from school, so the cats are all like, it's immediately like dinner time. It's compulsive. Compulsive. Hear me out. I've been thinking about switching the crystals over to this side and then the journals and books to this side. It would only make a difference to me, but I've been thinking about it. Okay, where was I? Where was I? Maybe. Hold on a second. This is what we did last Christmas. Okay, this is a full thing. Okay, it smells quite dry. Cats! It's my ankle. Ladies, this is no way to behave. You're gonna be so embarrassed when I make you watch this on the TV later. Huh? Abby, leave your sister alone. Psst. Then I have this little junk journal that I made, which I never filled out. So cute. I have a little bottle on. I have this one from the summer. No. Okay, so I've got a pile. From the cart. This one is waiting to be flipped through. I don't know what is taking me so long. And this one is an active sketchbook. Shall we take a... Oh my god, it's such a mess down there. We need to go look for suitable journals. I know that I have empty journals, so we need to find one down there. I found these in the cart as well. Oops, phone died. I know it's a terrible excuse, but literally it's not an excuse. It really did happen. I sat down on the floor and the phone just turned off and I was like, ah. Anyways, I cleaned up my box, found some journals, some paper, some pads. They're just sitting on my desk right now. In the meantime, we had another paint night. Remember I told you guys last week? So this week, all three of us got to go, which is nice because my little one likes to paint also. And she kept reminding me all throughout about how much she missed painting. And she's so funny. She kept going like, I really need to get back into painting. I was like, dude, calm down. But then I sat and thought about it. And I was like, yeah, actually, they used to paint a lot because I used to take them to little craft night activities and stuff. So yeah, she probably misses it. Had a great time. Tonight's painting is like a moon or a sunset because the teacher did mention the sun quite a bit, but I saw the original and I was like, that's a moon over a lake. So that's where I went. I complain a lot about acrylic, that it's thick compared to watercolor, that then, I add water and then I end up adding too much because I'm used to watercolor. Or here's another one that I noticed is that when I'm painting on canvas, we're painting with flat brushes. which is a completely different brush from my usual round brushes, which also, again, I'm playing a completely different game here. But I love it. I had lots of fun. Learned a new technique for clouds, which worked half of the time. And then I had to deal with some ugly clouds and a complicated middle area. But for you guys just get the good parts, the edited version. But yeah, this little cloud I'm working on in the middle, she put up a fight. Or, my brain put up the fight thinking that she didn't look the way I thought she was supposed to. But anyways, we compromised and we found what it was supposed to look like in the end. I'm very, very happy with this painting. I'm very, very happy to live in a community that offers free art nights for the families, as a way to connect with each other, as a way to problem solve with each other, as a way to, just do stuff. My girls and I were probably the only ones standing. Everybody else was sitting. It was just, it's all of it is just intended to be out of our comfort zones. So, just the fact that I left my house. Also, there's people walking around looking at you paint, which is horrifying. But somehow, maybe it's because I've got my girls next to me. Maybe I know that the painting is no pressure. Maybe because I know that I'm surrounded by other families, so it's a safe space. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why I love doing this. So glad that we did. Look forward to more, obviously. The craft room is she's popping. She's full. But we'll figure out a place for everything for all of our masterpieces. There are moments of flow when I surprise myself, when my dexterity takes over and I am just in awe of what my body can do, without my brain saying so. I am extremely happy with this water reflection. Shout out to Sarah, the traveling teacher. I'll leave all of her info in the description.
Oh, cool. So if you guys can stand behind your paintings, I'll take a picture from here. Okay. And then we'll do a group shot. So everyone sort of gather towards the back wall. Don't move it to me. Okay. Paintings up, we'll go to the back.
High school band concert. You guys ready for a treat? She totally saw us. Holy shit. It just dawned on me. I've known all week it's going to be Halloween. I've known all month. I've known all year. I've known all day. It's 1:30. But like it just dawned on me. It's Halloween, which means that I get to go into my B6 Book of Shadows. Oh my God, my cat. She's giving me all the love right now. Hold on, you gotta see this. Look at this. Oh my God. Cheers to the familiars. Oh, she can't figure out. She just got here, so she's giving me all the love. Look. Oh my God. Love me, mommy, love me. Hi. Everybody knows your secret. Oh my God. If loving animals is wrong, I just don't ever want to be right. Okay, so why we came here. B6 has been on a bit of a, I mean, look at all the little flaggies, right? That's a tall tale that I have some work that wasn't finished. So let's go back to the last page. Last page. This is Leo. There's a moon in Leo. Oh, it's a sturgeon moon. Leo. Back in August. Was it the move? Maybe. Was it finding some sort of peace here? Also while nesting and settling and all that stuff? Maybe. Probably. All right, let's look at some of the pages that look like they need help. This apparently something. I was taking a lot of notes on like astrology. Yeah. Heavenly bodies. Like lots of notes towards the end. Like, really studious. Aren't they pretty? Oh, pretty notes. This is on dice, planets, houses. Okay. This isn't finished. This isn't like outlined, so that's not done. This one's done. Oh no, it is outlined. I lie. It is. It's there. Up to my standards. Fine. But and that's not a page with a whatever. I had done a summer solstice little spread. Cute with some dandelions. And then the Cancer. Don't know what this is all about. Need to photocopy this onto like cardstock and make that into one of my Tarot Magpie cards. I want to add some of my own cards. Oh, look, I have a page saved for Hathor. That was months ago. I love me a Highland cat. Okay, let me go back to, well, this is not the month anymore. Let's just start out with the fact that my monthly tab is still in Gemini. I never even moved it to Cancer. I'm gonna drop this off over here on my last page. So if I recommit to my thing, I guess what I would do is I would do whatever spread we're going to do today, whatever comes from today, and then which is going to be its own separate video, just because time-wise it's gonna not be part of this vlog, you know, just like walk pieces of my life. Okay, so I would do today's spread. Here's a flag. This is actual art that needs to be finished. Yay. I don't even remember what it's all about. I have to go back and read it. Okay, my stuff isn't even in the pocket. My traveling altars. talked about my traveling altars before. All right, let's throw that back in there. If you want to know more about traveling altars, let me know. I'll show you. I'll show you what I've got. Okay, so that's a piece of art that would need to be finished. I think that's it. I think that's, so I have one piece of art to finish, to paint, to watercolor, right? And then I've got one Hathor that needs to be created. So that's a piece. And then over here, I think what I would do in this case really is glue these two pages together and never speak of it again, because I don't know what I had intended for them. And I can't pull them out because they both have something on the other side, and I don't have notes for myself to like, this is where you were supposed to do so and so. So I don't know, and I don't care. So I'm just gonna glue those together. Sorry, not sorry. And then we're going to skip this flag with the notes because I really don't know what I was doing there. Maybe it'll come back to me, maybe it won't, maybe I'll just leave it as it is. So right here, we're going to, can we get to the point, Anna? Okay. I keep a flag on this one, just in case you're wondering. This is the deck. This is the DIY deck. Playing cards to tarot. That's if you're interested in that. Okay, this, which is New Year. Ta-da! It's Samhain, so that means that it's which New Year, which means that I'm gonna pull some cards and I'm gonna do a whole reading for myself for the year ahead, because last year this was so grounding, so supportive, so on the nose, so like a lifeline, like without being dramatic. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, but you can kind of guess from what going through a separation and figuring out your life as an adult with kids is like, or if you can even like begin to comprehend what that would be like. Having this show me that, yeah, there was gonna be some, but we were gonna, you know, ultimately what I wanted, my goals, they were gonna get met. And you're like, Anna, what goals? I'm driving a car that I can afford, and I am living in a home with my children. Real basic. You know what I mean? Up until last month, I thought I had food figured out too, but that's a new story for a new vlog. Yeah, I'm gonna pull some cards for this. Which actually leads me to my planner, because in my planner, I have this wheel, right? And in my intention for this planner, this wheel was meant to be a birth chart with the two circles, with the two big circles. That's right? I had the two big circles, and so that's how I formatted it. But now I'm thinking that, because I don't want to rewrite it, because I feel like it would be like my birth chart, like I already have a printout, like I have it in a previous bullet journal. Do I have it, or did I? Yeah, I think I drew it out. I'm sure I did. And then I drew it out in here. I'm done drawing it out. Like I got it. I figured it out. So, plus I don't, you know, the other tidbits I'm not sure on yet. So why even draw it if I'm not sure? But what I am sure of is that I'm going to want to see this all the time. And I don't take this out of the house. Like, this is my ritual book. Like, this is like, you know, personal self-care, self-introspection time. You know what I mean? Like, why would I take this out? Unless I'm trying to show off, which I'm not. So, yeah, this stays here, but this comes with me, and it'd be really nice if on, you know, whatever, every so often, even in my daily, weekly planning, as I'm opening, it would be nice to see it, to like, it belongs in my planner. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, so we started out, just if you want to know, because, you know, in case you're nosy, I'll walk you through this. So we started out last Halloween. I'm pretty sure there should be a video. There should be a video? Is there a video? Maybe there isn't a video. Is there a video? And if there was a video, is the video still up? Because I have been editing my YouTube quite a bit. So if you want to save a video, you gotta make sure you like it, make sure you watch it, you know, maybe type in, save this one. Look, here's another example of a tarot card, like a card that I drew, an image that I drew. What is this doing here? That I would like to print out on cardstock and have in my magpie deck. And I have quite a few in here. So far, I've already shown you 2. No, I'm going to tell you why there isn't a video of the witch year ahead. Because I figured out that methodology, or the name for that methodology that I was doing intuitively. Sylvie from Tarot Magpie, she came up with this mapping video, and so it clicked. I was like, oh, she's doing what I do, just writing it out like a brain dump. I don't brain dump like that. I brain dump with images, with symbolism, with little drawings, with doodles. So, which is how I come up with my keepsakes, which, if you don't know, now you know. By the way, this video is sponsored by my shop from Anna.com. Links to all my socials and offerings and merch. When I say offerings, I mean you can contact me to do a tarot reading, and then you can add to the reading. From the reading, I see images, and so then I can make a picture for you. Would you like to see? I talk about this journal when I talk about the journals that are active, my tarot journal, because it's client work. I draw what came from their tarot pulls, and then they get a postcard with the image. This is one, that's another. Sometimes I color them in, sometimes I'm not called to color them in. It's totally dependent on, you know, what I'm doing. Anyways, so yeah, I want to pull cards because it's Halloween. Somehow I had forgot. How did I forget that? How did that, like, it didn't slip my mind. Clearly, with plenty of time in the day, with plenty of light to record said thing, I remembered to do it. So here we are. Maple, brown sugar, instant oatmeal. I like that one, and I like the just doesn't get fluffy like real oatmeal, you know? It's like cereal. Runny cereal. I also can't have crunchy cereal with warm milk, and it's cold. Seasonal changes. God, I cracked myself up. We handed out candy for the little ones, and then it was our turn to go trick-or-treating. This was my favorite house decorations. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.